Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. It's me again, Jen. Hello! And it is May the 4th, so May the 4th be with you. And yes, I'm starting with a Star Wars joke. That's just where we're going today. And we are reading today from the Elemental Wisdom Tarot deck, which is totally gorgeous. I love this deck. It comes with a great little box that has a magnetic closure. The back of them is amazingly detailed. And yes, these are another deck that is lent to me by my dear friend and tarot student Taylor. I think we might need to talk about Taylor's more recent tarot card collection addiction. It's a good thing. But either way, she does have an eye for really great cards. And these are absolutely stunning. They are beautiful cards. And if you want to see the one we did yesterday, as well as see the cards that Taylor picked out for us last month, and she was with me last month. Hopefully I will have some other guest tarot people with me in the future, but this month you just get me. Sorry, consolation prize kind of thing. So, let's see what card we have from our Elemental Wisdom Tarot cards today. All right. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. All right. This is clearly a water-related card. There is a lot of water, and I'm pretty sure this guy is half fish. He is definitely a merman of that sort of fantasy realm. He has scales kind of on his arms and hand and shoulders. His waist sort of looks like there's some scales starting there, and I'm pretty sure that's his tail, not the fish's tails. So, there are fish swimming around him. He's wearing a little hat sort of thing, which gives him that page boy sort of look. And he is holding aloft a cup. So I am going to guess big here and say he is the Page of Cups, even though the font on this card, and apparently on all the cards, is absolutely atrocious. I'm going to go back to that and say, how can you even read that? That looks like somebody's bad handwriting. Not a fan of the font. And as those of you who listen to Casing the Cover know, yes, font is a big issue with me. The images on these cards also go right out to the edge, which is kind of different with some of these more modern cards and some even of the more classic style. The images often have borders. I like that this one goes right off the edge and is a full image on the card. The water is beautifully done. I believe these are digital art, and there's a lot of stuff that you can do in digital art that is different. I won't say better, but different than other art forms. And definitely this one water is beautifully done on here. It looks like it's kind of a digital painting, which one of my first books, the book cover was done in digital painting, and I absolutely love that style. He has kind of a dour expression, a little somber for our Page of Cups, but there is kind of two sides to the Page of Cups, again, as with all cards, so maybe they're leaning a little more into that. Pages often represent people who are younger, usually under the age of 30, probably closer to their 20s at most. They are people who are not yet really grown. That said, pages can also be people who have a less mature attitude about life, maybe haven't experienced a lot in life, or just very youthful in their way. When I say not mature, it doesn't mean necessarily immature. They can be childlike more than childish. There is a difference, trust me. Cups does represent water, also emotion. So we have water and emotion and all of those things wrapped up in this. And clearly he is very deep because he is represented by the ocean. And I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, the Page of Cups is going to be your very whimsical daydreamer type of character. He loves love and love letters and poetry and music and all of those things. He is very artistic in that way. That doesn't necessarily mean Cups are the artist. It is just that he likes to express his emotions in any way he sees fit. So this is the youthful person who is going to be like, oh, I love love. And male or female, that's another thing about pages. They're kind of androgynous. This one is clearly more male leaning in look, but most of the time, yeah, it's hard to tell with pages because they can represent male or female energy. And usually the page is a little more whimsical looking. He's looking up, usually at the cup. And in this case, he's a little more focused, kind of uh, somber almost, as he's looking into this cup or looking at this cup, analyzing it as if like maybe he's a little bit of a male Little Mermaid type. So where is this cup from? What is it? I want to romanticize about the world that it comes from. I want to romanticize being human. And I would definitely say if you ever want to do like a gender swap of the Little Mermaid, this guy right here. Absolutely. Because, you know, he would be very much, oh, I just want to be part of your world because mine is so dull and unconnected to emotions and stuff, which really it isn't, but, you know, that's the way he would see it as. But this has so many different colors. There's so much going on in here. I could look at this card and probably find something new every time I drew it out. That said, I also think that even with all of the other things going on, because you see that it is a young male character who does have the page boy kind of hat thing going on, I'll give him that, and he's holding the cup. He is clearly a character of the suit of cups. And because there aren't a whole lot of characters in cups that are solitary except for the court cards, I would say it'd be pretty easy to tell that he is the Page of Cups, even without the awful font and trying to decipher what that says. Truly, like it's chaos right there. I'm not a fan. But all the other things of this card, I absolutely am a fan. It is beautiful and beautifully done, and I think it does embody, other than that he looks a little more sad about being in love, maybe a little more brokenhearted about the whole thing rather than happy about love and all those emotions and things. Maybe he's like a little borderline emo-ish, a little bit. But all of those things wrapped up in this card and the imagery, I think you could get, even as a beginner reader, what this card represents and who he represents. And really get the idea in a reading, if he was next to other cards, how he would interact with them. So this is good. I give props to this one, not just for the aesthetically pleasing imagery, but also the, hey, I get the symbolism in it imagery. So excellent. And as always, if you have any questions or comments or any kind of concerns or anything, go ahead, leave a comment below. I like to read those things. It's a lot of fun. I know that Ron Tobin has been amazing, leaving tons of comments to us. Read his books and his comments, and he is amazing. He's such a fun guy. Also, Taylor may be joining me again at some point to do more tarot cards. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and until next time, learn so much. Bye!